Hello, my name is Francois and I'm working on a project called What Function in a goal called Manage Business Organization. Within this video, I will be talking about how to be an effective manager. So, uh, this video will mainly talk about the functions of management, which are planning, organizing, staffing, reading, and controlling. I will also talk about management style, which are directing, delegating, and discussing. To start with an overview of management, management are those activities and tasks which done with the purpose of achieving a certain goal of the organization. So management, as I said, it's composed by organizing, staffing, planning, leading, controlling, uh, and staffing organization. So the key function of management is to meet with stakeholders' expectations. So the management is there for a company or organization to make sure that the stakeholders or the people who are concerned with the organization operations are meeting with the expectations. So stakeholders include customers, owners, and renters. So a person under that management or under management is called a manager. So to start with the management functions of planning. Planning is a way of determining what the organization needs to do in the future. It can be to plan what the organization will be doing tomorrow, next week, next month, or coming year. So with planning, you can see how the actions, how the actions will flow others. So with the planning also shows the plans for the actions that will be done with the company in the future. So an example of planning, a company can plan for workplace development. So in that way, a company may prepare the training, which will have the purpose of increasing, increasing the employees' skills or knowledge about maybe using a specific thing or in specific field. Going to the function of organizing it's implementing the design of the relationship and make sure that there is the relationship among the employees. With organizing, also it's more of exploiting resources which are used to carry out the plan or to implement that plan a organization has. So an example with organizing, you can clarify how the employees will interact with others depending on their skills, depending on their task they are assigned to do. So there should be a collaboration among the employees to reach out to the organization goal. Uh, Other organization management function is staffing. Staffing is more of job analysis, recruitment, and hiring of people who are a good fit for a position. So also staffing support or facilitate the training in organization. For example, if organization want the employees to improve on a certain area, staffing is there to make sure that there's to provide the training about maybe uh, specific field. For instance, they can be maybe the training about the use of new machine which was introduced in the company organization. So that's where the staffing also function in the organization. So other function is leading or directing. So this is when a manager is deciding things to be done in situation or delegating people to do that thing. For instance, a manager can assign different tasks, maybe to prepare for the visitors who are going to come. Example is that a manager can maybe tell one employee to prepare the PowerPoint presentation which will be used to present the company to those visitors. That is leading function as a manager. Other management function is controlling or monitoring. This is when a manager is comparing the forecasted or the what the business was planning and what the actual performance of the company. With this, a manager can make adjustment if maybe the company did not achieve the goal and be able to overcome or to fill up in that area. So for instance, if maybe a company was planning to sell, to have a sale of maybe 200 kilograms in previous month, but actual sales is now 190. It shows that the organization did not achieve the previous the previous month goal, but uh, manager can, in monitoring and controlling, can set different strategies he or she can use in order to overcome that and filling up of that 10 cells, so that in the next coming month that that gap can be filled or that problem can be solved. Other also I'm going to keep talking about different styles, starting from electing style. The electing style is emphasized on learning through listening and following instructions. So manager uh, give employees the directions, and the employees are there to listen and be careful in order to accomplish the assigned task. So with that directing style, employees are told what to do, how to do it, and time to accomplish that thing. Weakness of this style is that sometimes the communication can be hindered because there may be maybe a manager can miss some important details, and without those details the task can't be accomplished. Uh, with the strength of this directing style, uh, there is a culture of recognizing an employee performed well in front of other employees. That act really helped the company, or influence the company performance, as other employees are motivated to perform better, so as for them to be acknowledged. The scenario where this style can be used, when maybe a company wants to introduce new machine, and the only one person who knows that is a manager. In that time, a manager can provide the instructions and directions of how the machines it can be used to the employees, and the employees now can be able to ask questions and be able to know how they can use that machine. Other style is discussing style. Discussing style emphasizing on hearing, on learning through interacting, and a manager is the one to lead the discussion. So if a manager maybe want to solve a question or want to show the opportunities to the employees, with discussing style, he set a discussion between the employees and him, and then lead the lead the conversation up to the end. So the final decision taken from the discussion and different opinions from the employees. Weakness of discussing style is that it consumes time. Like if before making a decision require everyone's opinions, so there is much time to be used there so that to reach to the final decision. But the strength is that the final decision which taken is really high quality, as it is from after analyzing different opinions from different corners, from different employees, and that's really good, and it is expected to be very good decision. So the scenario where this can be applied is when maybe in there may be the company maybe did not perform well in the previous month, but a manager want to know what's the problem in the company. So a manager can have that discussion for him or her to know what the employees think, and also to let them suggest what will be the approach or strategies to overcome that issue. Going to the last style, the getting style, this style emphasizing on learning through empowering. So a manager really assign tasks to different employees, and those tasks can be done independently or can be done within groups. So it depends on the way a manager assigns those tasks. So employees are able, as a strength, employees are able to develop self-paced learning style, which is good and which can be helpful for them when they want maybe to learn other things in coming days. So that's the it sense as it enable them to learn through that style. As weakness, this can lead to the conflict between a manager and the employee. This because sometimes an employee can resist and refuse to take that task a manager sent to him or her. So in that case, you understand that they can have or experience the conflict between them. The scenario where this style can be used, maybe when a company wants to work on its a marketing plan, but a manager who was in charge of that, he's also having different tasks to accomplish. In that time, he can choose to split out that marketing plan to different tasks and then assign each task to to individuals, and then giving them the how they will do it, and let them finish or complete that marketing plan. So that how the delegating style can be used, as a manager will empower each employee depending on the task he or she assigned to them to each individual. So thank you very much. This I was really uh, happy to talk about the function and the managing style managers can use while uh, managing peoples. But the next thing is that as I provide different scenarios, a manager has to use different style depending on what he think is going to work or depending on the situation. Thank you.